This video is a little bit different than most of my project videos. This video has to do with an organization made up of mostly volunteers, and they build mobility carts here in this country and they ship them to other countries worldwide. Okay, I'm here with Sam Singer. He's the director of this particular location. And Sam, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? How long you've been involved with mobility worldwide?
In 2015, I was sitting on the couch, thumbing through my Facebook stuff, and I actually saw a video. And I know everybody out here who's ever used Facebook has probably seen a video and watched it and went on to the next item on their Facebook page. But I saw a video about mobility carts, and at that time they were called PETs, Personal Energy Transportation. I saw it, a 3-minute video, and God put a calling on my heart to find out more and to get involved in this ministry. So I immediately got in contact with one of the shops that about 5 hours away from us, and made arrangements to go tour their shop. I just couldn't believe that for about $300 that a person could be rescued from a life of crawling in the dirt to a new life of having opportunity, dignity, and mobility. It's a life-changing gift. I was also impressed with the organization as a whole because of the 20 shops in the United States, virtually none of them have any paid employees. I think the largest shop has a couple of paid employees, but our shop, we have no paid employees. We're all volunteers, so it's a volunteer organization.
My name is Ross. Right now I'm drilling holes in the braces to attach the seat back to the cart. I've been volunteering down here for a couple years and really enjoy it. It's a worthwhile cause to make these carts for people with leg disabilities.
I'm a Donald Bar, and I make the seat. The seat here, and I put it together and drill the holes, and somebody else will pick up from there.
Hi, I'm John Henderson. I'm a retired military. I've been working here in the shop since the beginning. I was one of the original starters, and I've been here about 5 years now. This is what we call the powertrain of the tractor. This is what the people use to move the vehicle. And we're just grateful and thankful that we're all able to come here and work in the shop on these days.
My name is Tim, and I've been working on this drill press for a couple of days now. We're drilling little holes in this rail here for the main part of the box. This is what it looks like before it's drilled, and this is what it looks like after it's drilled.
We do something I believe is very good. The organization itself was founded about 27, 28 years ago, and we simply joined in. When we saw what good work they were doing, we just joined in. I visited the shop near Jacksonville, Florida, Penny Farms. It's a retirement community. I walked in there. They're making 800 mobility carts a year. That affects 800 families with loved ones who are lifted off the ground because of the work they're doing. This place was covered up with 70, 80, and 90-year-olds, men and women, and they were building mobility carts in maybe a 7,000 or 8,000 square foot building. It looked like something I would like to participate in, but I would need to move to Penny Farms, Florida in order to do that. So I asked them if I could make parts for them, and they said, sure, we'll help you make parts for us. So I had not welded in 50 years, and 50 years ago I had welded very little. So I had to go out and purchase a welder. I had to go purchase all the equipment that I needed to do this with. I had to get a shop lined up, but I did because I wanted to participate. So I started making parts for them, which I made brake shoes and brake handles for several months. And I just couldn't see how I could put it in a shop or where the money would come from I didn't have money in my bank account to do it. I didn't have a place to put it, the shop. I didn't have any help or anything like that. So I went to the Mobility Worldwide annual conference. It was held in Huntsville that year. That was 2017 in September. And the guys there encouraged me so much. I felt like God was asking me to step out in faith and that He would make it happen. So I did, stepped out in faith. I was able to find a building that, in fact, it was my church owned this building, and they allow us to be here rent-free, electricity. They furnish our electricity. They furnish our security cameras, our lawn care. So this is our paint station. We paint outside because it makes more sense than painting inside. We don't have a fancy hood to take out all of the paint fumes, so that's why we do it outside. So we just have a simple hook system here. We can put the piece we want to paint on the hook, and then we use spray can paint. So we have no overhead in this operation. Every dollar we raise can go to building mobility carts. So since that time in 2017, we built over 500 mobility carts now. It takes us about 30 volunteer hours to build a mobility cart. It costs at this point about $350. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to Kenya in January, where I saw the mobility carts that we had shipped the previous September. We had the opportunity, our small team, to participate in distributing these carts to beneficiaries, and we saw the look on their faces, the smile, the glow in their eyes when these people received their cart for the first time. We couldn't imagine the change in their life that the carts bring, but they could. They knew the changes that they would see. If they're a child, they might be able to go to school. If they were an older adult, they would be able to participate with their family in the family activities. They would be able to bring water from the water source to their hut. They would be able to go to market. There's enough room on the mobility cart to carry a few things. So they were no longer going to be a burden to their family. They were going to be an asset to their family. And that really builds self-esteem and dignity. This part right here is made for us by D+M Metals. I believe they're in Michigan, Comstock, Michigan, probably. And we use, these are shipped to us, and along with this piece. And then we finish them to this. We add the legs, which we build locally. And we have a welder that's able to do this weld. So all of these boxes are filled with tires, wheels. They are Chinese products. So we've had delivery issues over the past year or so. But that's a solid rubber tire. These cost us about $30. Mike, for several years, I never could understand exactly why God put it in my heart to be involved in this ministry. And but on looking back, my son Sam 3, was in an accident in 2006, and he became a quadriplegic. And when Sam was in rehab, he was depressed, and he didn't feel like his life had much hope, I don't think. But when he received his electric wheelchair, he had a new life. He could move around, and I think he found hope in that. And as a father of a son who had a leg disability, unable to move on his own, I felt that by participating in this ministry, I would be able to help other fathers see how their family member, I could help them, give them the peace of mind that they needed, the family, the fathers themselves. Because if you're in Kenya or some other place in the world other than the United States, you have little or no hope of finding a solution for your loved one's disability or mobility issues. But if you have a mobility cart, you've had a blessing, and your prayers have been answered. And so I think that's why God put this ministry in front of me. So Mike, this is mobility cart number 500 that was manufactured here at the affiliate in Phoenix City. So this will be used, this cart right now we're holding back. We haven't shipped it yet because it's special, but it will be going to Kenya to our distribution ally partners for care. And someday it's going to be a blessing to someone who will come off the ground and have a whole new life, receiving dignity, mobility, and opportunity because of it.
And to use these carts, obviously they set on it. And I think you were showing me earlier that you've got braking system built into it, right, and everything. So I see. And then there's a brake in case they're going down the hill. They press that lever, right, and they lock the front wheel down.
So that's the parking brake right there, or rather the downhill brake. And if I lock it in position, I've got a parking brake.
Interesting.
And the seat vinyl here is marine grade vinyl. It's furnished to us by a boat manufacturer in Indiana, Goshen, Indiana. It's free for us. We have a volunteer group there who takes the end rolls, cuts them to the size we need, and ships them to us. We only pay shipping. So we have a durable cover on the seats. Okay. So we try to work around the fact we're in a residence. The front bedroom has 45 mobility carts stored in it, and spare foam for seat cushions. Mm-hmm. And again, this one right here will fill up in a couple of months. So we have friends that have some warehouse space, so we have to call on our friends to find places to put these until we have enough carts to fill out a container, which is around 230 carts.
Wow, what a great ministry this is for these people. You can see by the pictures how it helps so many. There's been thousands helped around the world. There's so many ways that these people can be helped. They can be helped financially with donations. They can be helped by donating parts, donating your time to help build these carts. Or you may be able to supply some of these parts from your company. Please consider doing whatever you can. I'm sure it'll be a blessing to you. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I really hope that you find it in your heart to help them in some way. Thanks again for watching.